This is my old shower valve in my master bathroom. In this video, I'll show you how to replace shower valve Cpvc plumbing with PEX plumbing and a new valve. I'll be using the shower valve by Glacier Bay. Here's what it looks like. First, we'll prep as much of plumbing as we can before cutting the old valve off and turning off the plumbing. This plastic cover is held by these two plastic screws that are located diagonally from each other. Take a Phillips screwdriver and remove them. And here's what it looks like without the black cover. Step 2. Take some Teflon tape and wrap it on the threads. Use about 3 to 4 revolutions. My valve came with this plug, so I'll be plugging the bottom since it's a shower and not a tub. If you have a tub, then you will leave the port open and plumb the top faucet to the bottom of this valve. Use a wrench to tighten the plug. Step 3. So I bought this threaded shark bite fittings, one straight one for the middle and the 90s for the side. Again, I used Teflon tape and screwed the straight one on first. Then I screwed on the 90s. Make sure your 90s are pointing in the right direction. In my case, it's downwards. And this is what the valve looks like with the shark bite fittings attached to it. Step 4. I took these straight male threaded shark bite connections, used Teflon tape, and used this thread-on Cpvc fitting to make it look like this. I made 4 of them. Step 5. Now close your main water supply valve and drain the water by opening the closest faucet to your shower. Step 6. Position your fittings to where you want it before cutting the pipe. Use a pipe cutter and cut off the existing pipe. I started off by cutting the top first, then I cut the bottom side of the valve. Step 7. Take a deburring tool and deburr the inside edge of each pipe. Use some sandpaper and clean the edges of the pipe where the fitting will be glued. Step 8. Use matte medium yellow all-weather one-step Cpvc cement and glue the fittings to the pipe. As you can see, I'm not a pro and I put way too much on my first one, but no worries, just take a rag and wipe a little bit off to make it look cleaner. Glue all the fittings. Next, insert the white PEX pipe into the top of the shark bite that is on the valve. Make sure the pipe is longer than you need so that you can trim it accordingly later. Place the assembly next to where the fitting is and make a mark for the cut. If it's your first time, it's a good idea to measure out about 2-inch mark from the edge of the PEX pipe. This way, when you insert the fitting, you'll know how deep it goes into the fitting, so it'll help you to make your cuts more accurately. Then install the assembly by firmly pushing it into the shark bite. Make sure it goes all the way in. Next, I installed the top clip back and screwed it back in place. Then I made this elbow piece with the red PEX for my hot water side, installed another 90 on it, and installed it into the valve. Next, I placed a small piece of red PEX pipe and marked my length. After that, I installed the red PEX pipe and installed the blue PEX pipe on the cold side. Then I screwed back the brackets and nailed this weird bracket as well. I also made this little section for the shower arm. Removed the old shower arm fitting and Cpvc, sanded it, wiped it, applied some glue to it, installed the piece, and screwed it back into the 2x4. Check out what I do next in my remodel series.